This video shows you how to crochet round 27 of the border for the squares that are released under the wrapped in Jamie cull. So we get up with a chain 1 and we make a corner with a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. We have 3 single crochet, 1, 2 and 3, and then there is a popcorn into the front loop of the stitch 1 round below. I make the popcorns with 4 double crochet, and that's how it's meant to be according to the pattern. But if you prefer smaller popcorns, you just make only 3 double crochet, and if you prefer big bubbly popcorns, you just do 5 or 6 or whatever you prefer. So releasing the loop, going back into the first double crochet and closing with a chain 1. Now we have another 3 single crochet and we skip the stitch behind the popcorn. 3 single crochet, 1, 2 and 3. Now we have that double treble 2 together, which I noticed a few people have a problem with. So let's do it slowly. 1, 2, 3 times yarn over, and you see those bars, vertical bars from the HDC we did before in round 25 or 24, no 25. So we just go into those bars. And if they're too tight, just use 1. You don't have to go through 2. If you're really tight crocheter, going through 1 is enough. I'm a bit loose sometimes, so it's better for me to go through both. So we yarn over and pull through 2 as long or until we have only 2 loops left on the hook. Then yarn over 3 times again and go through the HDCs, and I like to also go through that top horizontal bar, you see that? So it's 3 loops actually, to anchor the stitch even more. Pull through and then yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and now we only have 3 loops left on the hook. We pull through all of those 3 loops. Now you see that this is the stitch we worked behind the popcorn previously, and this is the stitch behind the stitch we just worked now. So we have to skip this one and continue in the next with 2 single crochet. So 1 single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Now we go forwards again with a double treble, 3A, 2B. And I did not explain it here with a double treble, but I would like to explain it here. A double treble 3A, 2B means that from the current stitch, which is this for us now, we go 3A, 3 ahead, 1, 2, 3 ahead, and 1, 2 rounds down. So we are at the HDC, which encloses the double treble from round 24. So we go 3 times yarn over, then we find those loops, and again I like to go through this one as well. Pull the yarn through, and then keeping those loops together, go through 2, go through 2, go through 2, and go through the last 2. A good tip is to always check in which direction you need to go. So if you went down to one side, now you're going down to the other, so it looks like an arrow. Yeah, here is a diamond, then now we've got an arrow. The next will be an X. So let's have a look. Diamond, arrow, X. We skip this stitch and single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. So now we're going to have an X, but it is only one double treble for us. So in order to create that cross-like look of those Scottish crosses that have that round, either a round hole or round bubble or round, so a half sphere in the middle of their crosses, we're going through these 2 loops. So you see this stitch has a loop that goes horizontal, and here we have a loop from a previous round that was not worked in. So we use that and we go in, pull through, go through 2, go through 2, go through 2, and once more go through 2. So we have our double treble 3A, 2B, and you see that because this pulls a little bit, we are going to have this wonderful round shape there. So we skip this stitch behind because we worked the double treble instead, and we have another 2 single crochet. Remember that we had the front loop of the stitch, the front loop in the last round. So here it is, and this is where we work our popcorn. You see, there is a popcorn and there is a front loop available for us, so we work popcorn in this one as well. And again, I'm going to make it with 4 double crochet. Just found that this is the size that I prefer. And of course you can change that, make it smaller, make it bigger. I've got 4 now. Release the hook, put it in the first, double crochet, grab the yarn again, pull through, close with a chain 1. So skip the stitch behind the popcorn, and we have another 2 single crochet. So but wait, our cross is not finished yet. We have started to make the cross, so now we have to make the 4th leg to actually get the cross. Yeah, we have a diamond, arrow, cross. So we have to go back with a double treble 3A, 2B. What that means is that we go back 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and 1 down, 2 down. See, it is the same front loops that we worked the double treble 3A, 2B in. And it makes sense. Yeah, we work the double treble, then we go 3 ahead and 2 down. We had 2 single crochet and 1 popcorn. Now we go back, 2 single crochet, 1 popcorn, and down. So we're in the same place. Yarn over 3 times for the double treble. Go in the same loops. Go through 2, go through 2, go through 2, and now our cross is finished. Okay, so here we have to skip the stitch, another 2 single crochet. So now we want an arrow again. In order to get an arrow, we have of course to go back again. So double, treble, 3B, 2B again, and we go through the vertical bars of the HDC, because that really beautifully anchors those stitches. Double, treble, 3B, 2B. And you see, in order to make the diamond, we have to go around the popcorn with a double, treble, 2 together. But first we skip one stitch and make 2 single crochet. There's always 2 single crochet between anything else that we do. 2 single crochet between a popcorn, 2 single crochet between a double treble behind, 2 single crochet between a double treble ahead. It's always, and 2 single on each side between diamond and anything else, popcorn here. Yeah, it's always 2. It makes it also easy to remember and to stay on top of your stitches and stitch count. Go through the HDC again, anchor the first leg, 1, 2, 3, and leave 2 loops on the hook, yarn over 3 times, anchor the second leg, and as I said, I like to go through this loop here as well. Then 1, 2, 3, and go through all. And if your loops are a little bit bigger again here, don't worry, we have the same trick that we used previously, and maybe even a better one for this one. So skip one stitch, 2 single crochet again. And you notice we have changed direction, so in order to make an arrow we have to go ahead. Yarn over 3 times through the loops and the little bar here. Anchor the stitch, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, skip this stitch and 2 single crochet. So let's have a look. What do we have? I think you can really easily see we have to make a cross again. So we go ahead through those loops here. Let's go slow. 1, 2, 3 times yarn over, go through those 2 loops, pull through 2, 2, 2, and 2, skip the stitch behind, 2 single crochet starting with the next stitch. So we have a popcorn here, and we have that wonderful round sphere shape, hole, whatever you want to call it, and we have another popcorn just like we did here. So the crosses will have the popcorns, the 2 popcorns, one above the other. 1, 2, 3, and 4 double crochet. Release the hook, insert it, pull the loop through, and close with a chain 1. Skip the stitch behind the popcorn, another 2 single crochet. And double check. Oh, our cross is not finished, so we need to go right back. 1, 2, 3. Go in the same loop as before with a double treble 3B, 2B. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We skip the next stitch, work 2 single crochet in the next. So you see, we have made more than one repeat already. So we started with the popcorn, but from the main pattern we started with the diamond, the double treble 2 together, then an arrow, then a cross, an arrow in the other direction, and now we've got a diamond, and then an arrow, and we are at the second cross, which means we started here, so this is one repeat. And we've almost finished the second repeat now. We're back to making an arrow. We're not at the diamond yet. We still have to make an arrow. 1, 2, 3, and pull through all. Skip 1 stitch and 2 single crochet. So those 2 single crochet, except for those middle ones here between the cross and the diamond, they're always ending at significant points. So you see 2, you have to be here in just 1 stitch above the popcorn. Here you have to be just 1 stitch before that front loop that's available. Yeah, so always check, it's always 2 between those arrows, diamonds and crosses, and that should make your counting so much easier. Then we go back into the HDC for the first leg of the double treble 2 together. 1, 2, 3. Leave 2 loops on the hook, yarn over 3 times again, go through the horizontal bars. So if you make your horizontal bars on the other side of the double treble, so let's have them on let's call it the outside, then you probably wouldn't have to go through that top, but you don't really have to if you don't want to anyway. So let's just grab it. There we go. Pull through. And now we finish the double treble 2 together. Through 2, through 2, through 2, and now through all 3. We skip the stitch above the popcorn. Work 1, 2, 3 single crochet, and we have to make a popcorn again into the front loop of the stitch directly 1 round below. 1, 2, 3, and 4 double crochet in the first, grab the loop, pull through, chain 1. Now we skip this stitch behind, and we have 3 single crochet left. So you could count back 1, 2, and 3. And then your side is magically done. See, it wasn't that hard. I'm sure you can do it again, or actually do it 3 times. Go around and slip stitch into the top of the first stitch. So let's quickly recap and check your stitch count. You should have 53 stitches between your chain 2 corners. So the first stitch of the corner is included in those 53 stitches. Okay, we've got the single crochet, popcorn, 3 single crochet, double treble, 2 single, double treble ahead, 2 single, double treble ahead, two single, popcorn, two single, double treble behind, two single, double treble behind, two single, double treble together, two single, double treble ahead, two single, double treble ahead, two single, popcorn, two single, double treble behind, two single, double treble behind, two single, double treble together, three single, popcorn, three single. Okay, those are the only exceptions. The three single here at the beginning and here at the end. Everything is symmetrical. So go ahead 3 more times and your round 27 will be a breeze.